Guys, so I'm going to show you how to use Quizlet. It's a cool Web 2.0 tool that I used to hear a lot of people talk about for studying before exams and stuff, but you can actually use it a lot for classes and it's really helpful. I just made my account a couple days ago, but I was sick so I couldn't make this video right then. The main point of making a Quizlet is that you can make a study set, and with the study set, if I'll load, you get to make a class, for instance, flashcards, and then you put questions and answers in each one of these little bubbles. So after you do that, it'll save your thing, and if you look in Science Tools, I made one a while ago, which was like maybe 3 days ago, and in there it has a whole bunch of lab safety tools, procedures, a lot of things. So there's a couple things you can do with these cards or questions and answers once you make them. You can do flashcards where you can click it and it'll show you the answer or the question. There's the learn where it tells you the question and then you type in your answer, and if you get it wrong then it tells you the right answer. There's speller, which is a lot like this, a lot like the learn, but it's about spelling it, and it's also timed. Test is a lot like a quiz and it helps you out. And then there's scatter and race, which are two different games. That scatter is a matching game. See, and you like drag it and it'll tell you when it's wrong or when it's right. And then race is like this, and it's another one of the typing games. One of the only issues with this is that you have to make sure you spell it correctly. If you have any typo, then it counts you as wrong, and then sometimes it'll count it against you too if you're like trying to go against your friends and get it faster or get a higher score or anything. Another great thing about Quizlet is there are lots and lots of study sets open to the public. So if I search, for instance, water cycle, and I'll add this to my Science Tools folder, it'll show you lots of different study tools that people have made with water cycle. And then you can look at this and you can do the exact same commands that you did with your own study set, with flashcards and learning and spellers and the games and everything. And there's even pictures on this one, which is great. So what I could do with this, or I could sort it if I wanted to, alphabetical or the original way it was. I could look at other people's scores. I could look at the information that the person gave about the study set, and information about the teacher who made it as well. You can copy it, you can add it to a class or add it to a folder, as well as printing it and doing a couple other things. So I'm going to show you what classes and folders are. So I'm going to add this to my Science Tools folder. Or apparently it was already in my Science Tools folder. That's really useful. I barely even remember what I did a couple days ago. I was really sick. But so if I look in my folder, it'll be there. And I have lab safety elements and the water cycle, which I just added or re-added. You can create a new folder and put whatever study sets you want in there, study sets that you make or study sets that other people make, and that can help you out for a specific class or a specific class or a specific study that you want to do. Subject, that's the word I was looking for, sorry. So there's hiragana and katakana in my Japanese folder, and then like in my honors I have a couple other things that help me out with my honors classes, or could help me out, and they all have to do with our semester of classes. You could also make a class where you can share this with everyone else in that specific class. So I could search, for instance, Houston Baptist, and it'll show you different classes for Houston Baptist University. So you could request to join into that class and then have all the study sets that are related to that class, and it might even be for that specific teacher or the specific subject or anything like that. So I could create a class for us right now. So it would be EDUC 4306 applications of tech, right? And I could create this class, and then I could say is a class for education at HBU, and then I could add the school as well. So after I create this class, any of you could join if you wanted to, which is a really helpful tool with this. It also works really well for teachers. As you can see, I have another link right here that you can easily get to through the site that tells you about how great it is for teachers. One of my favorite things about it is that there's actually an iPhone and I believe an Android app for Quizlet. So students can not only access this on their computers, but they can access it on their Apple devices or their Android devices as well. So they can study anywhere. As it says right here, you can study on your phone like while you're on the bus, or maybe at lunch if you're like right before an exam or something, and you can help it throughout. And then with the games, it kind of brings out the competitive side of students as well. To make a Quizlet is free, but you could also do a upgrade for $24.99 a year that helps you out with making unlimited classes, and as a teacher it shows you the progress that students make, and you can do a couple other things. So you could almost make an online class on Quizlet alone. So I think it's really awesome, and I hope you guys do as well.